everybody, or whoever's watching. So first of all, apologies for not uploading last month. The monthly gin boxes that I did get one, but I was actually really ill. I had a really nasty flu-y, coldy, virusy thing for a couple of weeks. A really nasty cough, it was all in my head, and I couldn't drink for starters. I was not in a great place, and I certainly wasn't able to upload a lovely video for you guys. So we're actually doing two today. Now, I did open it because I couldn't resist. I get quite excited. So this one actually arrived this morning, and I'm doing this video a bit ad hoc because I'm got a train to London in about an hour. So we'll see. So I always have to open them because it's exciting. I hate waiting. So I'm going to open that one in just a second. But I'm going to talk to you first about last month's lovely gin of the month. Now, I'm really gutted that I didn't get to open this on camera because this is probably one of the most influential gin manufacturers for me, I suppose, gin distillers, because it was what really got me into gin in the first place. So back a few years ago, I used to live in London. I was a London tour guide. I used to do a lot of stuff around the City of London, and yeah, my heart does definitely long for a lot of London, but sadly my wallet does not. So yes, so when I got this, I'm absolutely overjoyed that I received this specific gin, but I felt really gutted that you didn't get to see my reaction on camera because I got really nostalgic for London. I really missed it and things, and so I didn't actually drink any. I've got it here. I've sniffed it, but that's it. So I'm going to present to you the very beautiful City of London Distillery Gin. I don't know if you can actually, it will actually focus on that. There it is. So this is, so City of London Distillery is a small distillery. It's the first gin distillers in the City of London for, I don't know, 100 odd years. And it is a really cute little distillery just off Fleet Street near Ludgate Circus, which is funny enough where I'm not going to be drinking here tonight, but just over the road. So I'm really excited about that. It's really lovely. This is somewhere where I first started drinking and getting into gin. Used to go there as part of their opening. I do a lot of historical dress-up-y stuff. If you've come from me from Twitter or from that sphere, you'll know about it, but if you've just discovered me on YouTube, you might not know that. So I do a lot of dressing up in the 18th century and talking to people about the passions and my love for the period and helping them understand it and how it relates to our modern world. And obviously gin is a big part of the 18th century, so I was invited to a couple of their launches, their openings right at the beginning of their kind of inception. They had a different management company, I think, managing the bar at the beginning, called the London Bar Consultants, which is they're still going. They're going on to bigger and better things. They now run their own bars in the City of London. I think they've got two, got a gin bar and a rum bar. So absolutely wonderful. That's how I kind of got into it. And I was at the City of London Distillery for a couple of book launches, yeah, lots and lots of stuff. So that's how I really got into gin, was sitting at the bar there, getting free drinks and trying to understand gin and botanicals. So to receive this last month was absolutely lovely. It's a gorgeous bottle to start with. I think it's just stunning. The actual top here is the Dome of St Paul's, because the distillery itself is just down the road from it. So just absolutely wonderful to kind of, yeah, get that bottle. This is known as Six Bells London Gin, so it's obviously inspired by the nursery rhyme, the bells of whatever, oranges and lemons, of the bells and St Clements, blah blah blah, about the London bells. So that's obviously where the inspiration from this one comes from. I believe that this is a limited run, so the normal one isn't this yellow colour. This is obviously a citrus edition. I think it's inspired by the bells of St Clements, so citrusy, lemony, that kind of inspiration. But I have sniffed it, so it's open, but I've not, you can see it, I've not had any yet. So I thought we'll try it together and then we'll open this month's box. So lovely and citrusy, it's really nice and light. Got two different glasses. We've got a citrusy one for our, green one for our citrusy one, and a blue one for our yet to be discovered mystery one. So that can wait for a minute. And then I've got to get on train, so we mustn't drink too much. So just a little tiny, woo. Didn't pour that terribly well. Oh well. But yeah, it's really nice to kind of be able to try it with you guys on here live. Wait for it to cool a little bit. I've got a little one of my little ice cubey things in there. Try and cool it down quickly. It smells really light actually. Ooh. Well, it's really lemony, but it's it reminds me of like lemon zest. So it's not overpoweringly lemon, it's just like the lemon zest on the top of a cake or something. Like, that's really nice. So I'm going to drink that again in a minute. I'm just going to leave it there to just cool down a little bit. And then we're going to open this box and see what we've got. So this arrived today, which is why I thought, quick, I'll get to do a video before I go to London, because I'm in London for a few days. And then obviously it'll be a couple of days later. And like I say, I get excited. So when they turn up, I like to open them quickly. So as you can guess, it's in the middle of the day. Naughty daytime drinking. But you know, that's not like it really counts, does it? Like that much? It's alright. Anyway, I'm technically on holiday, so I'm able to celebrate. So what have we got in here? So first of all, I can see some kind of munchy thing. Lily O'Brien? How do we pronounce that? Lily O'Brien? Milk chocolate. Chocolates. Nice. We like that. Chocolate's always good. I love these monthly gin boxes. I'm not going to go into too much detail because if you watched any of my other ones, you already know about it. But look them up. They're on social media. They've got a lovely website. But you can... Ooh. Are you freaking kidding me? I can't believe this. Okay. So normally the magazine, I don't normally look, but I'm clearly... Look. So it tells you which gin you're generally going to get. So I'm presuming it's going to be Burley's. Now... Burnley's. If it's the one that I think it is, Burley's, I think I know the master distiller. See, connected. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, it's a lovely purpley bottle. So we've got some nibbly things. Whoops, a bit close. Love corn, crunchy, smoky barbecue corny things, and sea salt. So some savoury nibbles for enjoying. I might take some with me for the tray. Ooh, a little... Oh, I like these when you get the little miniature cordials. I do actually have a big one of these because I love elderflower cordial in gin. It just tastes so delicious. It's so fruity. It's really good for summer and it's kind of instant cocktails. So, oh my goodness. It's a very fat bottle. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is stunning. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I have to double check this, but I think I know the master distiller. I think he actually originally used to work here, but don't quote me on that. I think that's how I met him. I won't drop any names in case it's not who I think it is, but yeah, it's good, isn't it? What a coincidence. So this is really nice to discover this with you guys. So let's have a little sniff and see if we can guess what the botanicals are before we have a little... I love that sound. Ooh. Oh, it's really pine, like kind of reminds me a little bit of the Viking one that we did before. I think that was the second gin. I absolutely love that. It's like one of my special ones. Yeah, it's quite piney. Oh, but there's a bit of sweetness there. I don't know, like a floral. Actually, I sort of subconsciously match pretty well with the glasses. Let's not do too much of that, otherwise we're going to get a bit sloshed. We can't do that because we've got to go and get a train. So that's lovely. Right, so while that's cooling down, let's see what mixers we've got. So these are normally tonics or mixers or fruit juices or something that you can use to mix with your gin. Oh, ginger ale. I love ginger ale. Oh, made with organic agave and spring water from the Lake District. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds really lovely. And you can actually see that. The lighting's not brilliant today. Yeah, so that's really nice. And let's see what's the other one, because we only get two. And of course we've got our lovely little elderflower as well, so it's all quite floral and spicy. And classic naturally light tonic water. Classic, can't go wrong with that. I often like to mix and match the tonic waters with previous gins that I've had, try and bring out different flavours. I just think it's really nice. I think that's what's lovely about gin, is there are so many different flavours and botanicals going on in them that you can bring out different elements of each gin with different tonic waters, different mixes, and I really like experimenting with that. It's really fun. So let's get that out of the way and let's see what little botanicals we've got. That's not actually giving much away at all. There's really very little, oh whoops, very little on the bottle. That is gorgeous. So I'm going to try, because this has cooled down really nicely. So this is this one. Da, 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 da. City of London, so the really fruity, citrusy one. That's really lovely. It's really light. There's no harshness at all in that. It's a lovely, light, crisp, fruity, citrusy, but not overpoweringly citrus, and it's just slight. There's a bit of floral in there as well, but I would say definitely more citrusy. I find that the initial taste that you get is quite strong, obviously, because it's the first sip that you have, and then it really mellows out afterwards and you get more of those flavours coming through. So it's really nice and light. That's such a nice summer gin. It's lovely, citrusy, light, really good. I'm going to see if there's any botanicals on there. No, just as oranges and lemons, say the bells of St Clements. So clearly just citrusy vibes. That's lovely, really nice and light. This is definitely going to be one of my special ones. I have a few that are like really special and I don't drink them very often, and I have them generally without tonic water, and just to really enjoy the flavours, and I think this is going to be up there. The Viking one that they did, Viking gin, the Vidor I think it was called, I think it was like May or June month, I can't remember, but that one, lovely, because it's really piney and woody and really interesting, and I really like that flavour. But I think this one's going to be up there as well. It's really lovely and fruity, yeah, like fresh fruity, but not too citrusy. I'm not sure that makes any sense, but it's really nice. If you're in London or in the city, go and check them out. Wonderful gin bar. You can order every kind of gin possible, little small batch stuff, and of course the City of London one. And they also do gin cocktails. The bar staff there really know about gin, so if you want to ask them any advice about different flavours or the kind of tastes that you're looking for, they'll be able to give you advice on all that, so heartily recommend them. And then this is the Burley's, which I'll have to double check if it is who I think it is, but this smells really like woody and, I don't know, a little bit sweet and floral at the same time. Oh wow. Oh, I've lucked out with these two. That's really nice. That's actually really sweet. That's really sweet. I'm going to try and find out what the botanicals are meant to be, but I'm going to say it's like almost like berries. It's really nice and fruity, but not in a citrusy fruity way. You've of course got all that kind of woody juniper and that's good. I'm gonna try not to read all this actually while you're Burley's Richard III gin. Is this Richard III gin? Dynasty, Death and Discovery. Richard, thank God it is, look. Wow, love historically themed gin. Whoops. So Botanicals: juniper, coriander, angelica, orris, sage, thyme, cassia, rose petals, chamomile, Szechuan pepper, Rick and Morty, Szechuan pepper, mace, cloves, orange peel and lavender. I'd have never guessed that. Never. It's nice though. I love peppered gin. Maybe that's why I love it so much. I actually make my own peppered gin. It's delicious. You just put a load of peppercorns in a load of gin and you leave it for as long as possible, and you can add it to cocktails and drink it in a gin and tonic, and it's really peppery and spicy and delicious. Don't do it with nice, classy, expensive gin. Buy some cheap gin from a supermarket. Any of those cheaper brands will probably do. Anything where you're not particularly fussed by the flavour, it's just you're drinking it to have a gin and tonic. Bung some pepper in. You can also use other flavourings and get creative with it. It's really fun. You can do the same with vodka, because the cheap ones don't have a lot of flavour to them. They're just quite simple. So it's a great way of experimenting with different flavours in. So recommend that for you. It's really tasty. That's really lovely and light. Heartily recommend that. I'm not going to read more about this one on this video. I think you should go and check it out yourselves. Or sign up for the monthly craft gin club, which I can also heartily recommend. I've got loads of bottles of gin now. I love it. I'm like a gin connoisseur. Well, I better go because I've got to start getting my stuff ready to head into London. So some of you, I'll be seeing you later on today and in the next couple of days, which I'm really excited about. Maybe I'll pop into City of London Distillery, get a cocktail. But yeah, otherwise I'll probably see you beginning of next month. I might try and do a couple of spooky videos later on in the month because I've had quite a few spooky experiences recently. So that will be separate to the gin stuff, more of the spooky stuff, and obviously it's Halloween month, so yeah, I'm going to try and bring some of that out a little bit later as well, but that won't be definitely for like another week or so. Need to kind of get back into the swing of things, and obviously I'm out of town for a little bit. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments and give it a thumbs up if you'd like it. Yeah, thanks a lot. See you next time.